NERDSoul.
Woo! Late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, yeah, coming with another wonderful episode of BlackTogether. Come on now, said BlackTogether. Now you know you're gonna have to come with it, right? You're gonna have to give us some more of that energy. Alright, Lady Lisa, say hey.
Hey, y'all.
Alright, that's a lot better. We about to get into this Bel-Air, alright? Episode 10. Alright, let's do this. Should I go? Oh, see. Alright, I'm gonna go on. Alright, check it. Uncle Phil comes through. It's like, I see this painting. You know what I'm saying? It's all, your resilience, your way you adapt and you shine. And he's like, that's all thanks to you. Is it really all thanks to him? Like, cause you just got here. Like, this is one of those situations where it's like, nah, your mama is actually more the reason why you adapted and shining. Like Uncle Phil just got in your life. Not saying that Uncle Phil ain't did nothing, but it's like, bruh, come on now. This one you actually do have to get your mom. I know we was talking about mama was doing too much tripping before, but about this one, actually, this is a little bit more on your mama's side than anything. You got, I'll let you roll till next time.
Now, this, I don't mean to sound mean, shady, or cold or anything. But Uncle Phil is only Will's uncle because he married Will's aunt. So he's not his uncle by blood.
Alright, so
why is he so invested in Will?
Keep going.
I'm here to help you, and always, and I'll never. It just.
Why he can't be a good uncle?
People that are uncles or aunts by marriage aren't usually this dedicated. You get what I mean? Let's be real. Maybe not joking, but let's be real. You be like, look, I'm your uncle, but it's kind of, look, I married your aunt. I mean, hey, you know what I mean? It's something weird about it.
We didn't say this. Now, come on, let's be honest. We didn't say this about Uncle Phil back in the day, though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't say this about Uncle Phil back in the day, and he loved Will. And we ain't
after some years. Remember when Will first got there, Uncle Phil wanted to send him back on the first thing smoking.
Yeah, but at the same time,
for a minute.
I think in the very first episode when he was playing the piano, he looked at him with those longing eyes, like, this kid, still waters are deep.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but Uncle Phil on the Fresh Prince, he wanted to choke Will most days. He was not happy about Will being there. Come on, let's not rewrite history. It was some time before Uncle Phil, a while, before Uncle Phil was like, I love you.
Well, I mean, look, there's a slight change in this one, but this is a more serious Uncle Phil. And also, you got to remember, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to change the game. He's trying to be like, look, I don't want to be the fly-by-night uncle. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the uncle that makes sure he treats her family like my own family. I ain't gonna put no division up in there. I ain't gonna be like, yo, I don't know your kids like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, don't act like you don't know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying he's gonna be different.
He's going above and beyond, and it's weird.
It's weird. It's weird. So, all right, let me ask you this. So, it's weird for an uncle to be a good uncle.
This is beyond being a good uncle.
Kids.
This is beyond being a good uncle. You gave up this whole thing that you've been working on, this whole campaign that you have been working on. It's been days and nights for him. Most uncles that are your uncle by blood gonna be like, look, I don't know what to tell you.
I just think that goes to show how good an Uncle Phil is.
There's something behind it.
Look,
we'll find out. There's something.
Uncle Phil a good uncle, man. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say he a good uncle.
Mm-hmm. We already know he has something to do with Will's daddy being out of the picture. We know.
We better not find out that Will is his. We better not find that out, son.
Man,
yo,
I don't think that would be weird. Like he slept with his sister-in-law.
Yo, might have been like him and Viv was on a break, and you know what I'm saying. Vi was coming around looking good with that short hair.
Don't be taking these breaks.
Look, yeah, that's another thing.
When people take breaks,
Yeah, they be done broke.
They be like free pass.
Yeah, so if you say take a break, that don't do no separation, don't do no breaks, don't do none of that. Because if you do that, there's gonna be budussy everywhere.
See, ask Gabrielle. That baby popped up when it was on break.
On break, it was on spring break. Okay, so Aunt Viv is talking to a friend about the fellowship, and she made a good point. She was like, usually this goes to like an up and coming talent that is emerging artist. I'm living in a mansion, and it's like, you know what? You got a point.
Because you could have afforded to put on your own show or your own tour.
Yeah, you could have afforded to do this on your own. So you did take the spot of some young black kid, somewhere around that's real dope that could have used this because they don't have the resources to do this on their own. Like you and Uncle Phil could easily put on a little tour of your own with your art pieces and rent out these spaces and do it on your own. There's so many kids out there in the streets that got the talent and got the skills, but they don't have the access or the ability or the resources to do this. So yeah, she did. Like I know we sitting here, smiling and cheesing because it's Aunt Viv, but let's keep it real. She did take the spot of somebody who's probably more deserving of the access. Not saying more deserving of the spot,
well, maybe
because
not deserving,
she's got,
but in need.
Well, okay, in need of the access. Because what I'm saying is like, yeah, we're not saying you don't have the talent, but you already have the access and resources for this.
Right.
You don't need this. They do. So you kind of fulfilling your midlife crisis want for this is kind of diminishing someone who could really use it. And I know we yas queening right now, but let's also think that she had the money to yas queen this on her own and then leave this spot open to a kid who really needs it. All true. But somebody gonna be mad, like, you need to leave Aunt Viv alone. See a black woman, don't you never criticize no black woman. I don't care what she did. It's like, look, bottom line is she said it herself and she right. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, oh, I'm gonna have to use my platform. What platform? Girl, shut up. I ain't trying to hear all that.
Okay, I ain't gonna let this Reed thing slide. Oh, he thought it best, if the spotlight just stayed on me and Phil. No, he bowed out with his tail between his legs because he's like, oh, I can't mess with her. Her husband is sniffing around. He's used to dealing with these women who's out there on their own. They husbands are like, look, go on, do what you need to do, whatever. That's why he came and went. Because he like, oh, her husband lurking around. Let me go somewhere and sit down.
Once again.
Well, he wants the spotlight. Just, girl, bye. You ain't that. You are not that dense. And I love how when she said the fine dude with the eyes, she was like, oh, Reed. Oh, you know exactly who she was talking about, didn't you?
How did it end this way?
You're supposed to at least play it off and be like, what fine dude with the light eyes? She just be like, oh, Reed.
The brother that bought me a suite in San Diego with roses and everything, talking about something. You need to have some roses when my husband won't hear. I'm telling you, don't look, husbands out there, all the husbands out there in the world, don't let no other man buy your woman a suite. I'm just letting you, don't let it happen. But you see, when he found out, he shut it down. Alright, cause look, ain't gonna be no, don't you buy my woman nothing. Alright, like, no. You come to me.
Well, you ask. The thanks he got was, I think you should go home.
Yeah, that's true. She was like, I think you need to go home. Like, girl, don't get me started on like how she dissed her husband. Then her husband throws everything away so that she can have her paint dream again. When she was like, yo, you let me paint, and then when you want to do what you want to do, I'ma help you. So she went and painted, she blew it, and now it's his turn. Then she half supported his turn because she wanted to go off with some dingy looking dude with light eyes. Then he gives up his dream for hers once again.
Well, he didn't do it for her.
Well, yeah, it was a piece of her, and then also a piece of the Will stuff too. So, you know what I'm saying? He was like helping her and protecting Will and protecting his family.
Well, also protecting himself because he
knew, his family, you know.
No. He knew if they went along with, went in on this thing about him helping Will, it was going to come back on him because they would have to do an investigation. Like I said, he more than likely would have had to go before the bar, where they would consider taking his law license for at least a period of time because of what he did. So he was like, it's best for me to buy out. So I just don't want it to seem like, oh, this is all about Vivian and Will. No, it's about him too.
No, I said it definitely kills more than one bird with a stone. But what I'm saying is like, once again, he's stopping what he's doing because like we heard from two people. We heard from Squarehead, Dwayne Martin, and from his boy G, that when you want something, you do everything to get it. So if he really wanted it, if he really wanted to go through, he would have did everything he could to get it, use all his resources and stuff. But he was like, you know what? I know my wife really want this, and then I don't want to drag Will into this, and then I'm gonna be in this, and then my family gonna be in this, and then Aunt Vi and all this. So I mean, he made a decision to like protect not only himself but everyone else too. Because trust me, they would be having Will's face all over everything as well.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be negative Nancy. I just don't know if it was just that much nobility. I want to say it was more about him thinking about I'll never get out of this clean.
All right, okay, all right. I think he's smart enough to know that this move solves multiple problems. But I'll let it go. All right, we got Hillary and Church Girl walking up in the club. But I
didn't know who that was.
Yeah, that was a girl from the church. But I don't even want to focus on them right now. Shouts out to Jazz coming through smooth. Jazz was like, ladies, how may I assist you? You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Jazz. Look, I'm so happy that Jazz got an update and an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Because they used to have Jazz looking bad, throwing him out the window. Throwing him out the door.
And they played him like he was just some bumbling idiot.
Now Jazz is he got love on this. So thank
I know Jazzy Jeff is like, yes.
I know Hillary walking up in here like she the queen of the night. She got like chains and on her jacket and stuff. Then a friend got a denim pantsuit dress or something. I don't know what she wearing.
Pantsuit dress.
You know what I mean? It's a combination. Mm-hmm. But I am happy to see your boy coming through. Go ahead, Jazz. Hey, salute, my brother. Salute. Let me tell Hillary where she messed up. I'm gonna tell Hillary.
Where did she mess up? Because I thought Jazz was still trying to talk to her.
Yeah, but hold on. This is when. Don't wait to jump in too long. All right, here's the thing.
I thought they were vibing. What happened?
How does she introduce Jazz?
Oh,
this is my cousin's friend. Okay, so if I'm your cousin's friend, cool. Hey, Ivy. Hopefully you don't poison me. And she like, maybe, but
That's not.
But hey, introduce me as your man if that's what I am. But if I'm not your man, then don't be looking at me weird. Don't look at me funny.
Hold on.
Don't look at me funny when I hold another woman's hand.
But we're not that far. That would be ridiculous for her to introduce him.
I'm far enough for me not to be your cousin's friend.
Not her man, though.
Well, I need to be something.
Yeah, cousin's friend.
All right, okay. So then don't look at me funny when I hold another woman's hand.
No, but let's be for real.
Nope. Define it. Women love saying she want to define something. Then define it.
No, this isn't to define it. Yes, they were talking, so I'm confused why Jazz kind of jumped there because I thought they were cool. I thought they were, like still talking and
Jazz
vibing.
Did too, till he got introduced as my cousin's friend.
I don't think that's why he did that. I think it's something else going on.
All right. All I know is I'm your cousin's friend. Not the man that has been side by side with you when somebody put out a video.
She could have at least said my friend.
Yeah. She made it sound like this is some random dude I know. Like, okay, cool. All right, I'm your friend. I'm your cousin's friend. All right, I got you. See, I never forget. I was dealing with a young lady, and we went somewhere together. I was her man, but she introduced me as her friend, and I said, "Okay."
How you know you was her man?
Because I knew I was her man. We had been talking together. I was her man,
and
together? She was my woman. I was her man. We had decided that.
How did you know?
Because we had decided that.
So
together.
You asked her?
Didn't I say we together had decided?
Is you is or is you ain't my baby?
You heard what I said. Don't mess up my story.
Just ask it.
All right. So anyway, I went somewhere and I said, "Hi, this is such and such. She's my friend." The second we got in the car, here she come. "I don't want to be your friend no more." Oh. So now you don't want to be friends, huh? It was all good when I was a friend. Now you don't want to be a friend no more. See, sometimes you gotta let them feel. Go ahead, Jazz. Go ahead. Know your worth. All right.
Like when we first thought, I was like, okay, this is not a date. This is two friends, workload over a meal. And then next time we went, I was like, all right, okay, so this is a date.
Like, this a date. What we at? Like, we were at some steakhouse or something. Like, nah, this date.
Texas Date was there.
Yeah. Oh, man, they don't. Anyway, back to the story. You know what I'm saying? Because Jazz, you got my support. Yo, Ashley is messy.
Got to be starting something. Said you want to be starting something. Ashley starting something.
Man, yo, look.
That was dirty.
Yo, she was like jealous. He was like, no, I'm cool. He was like, what do you think?
The first thing when I saw his face, like, my mama ain't make no pay to me.
My mama didn't pay me though. Like, look. He was like, what you think the crown means? Like, somebody need to watch the throne.
Like, what if you watch me as I backhand you in the mouth, little girl?
Why don't you thank you? You still my little sister. Don't get mushed. Like, don't
smart mouth little thing.
Wait till we get home. Like, look, just because we're in a nice place now, wait till we get in the car.
It's like, Ashley, I thought you were all nice and sweet.
Nah, Ashley, when she last episode, she's like, commendable. Like, girl, if you don't get out my face,
you ain't gonna let that go.
I'm a commendable you in a second. Girl, you know, I was so commendable. She ain't did nothing for the cause.
Anyway.
This girl liked another girl and think that she sojourner truth for the gay community. What she think she Juicy Smollett?
Don't put him in this.
I'ma just say this real quick. If y'all thought I was gonna let the Reverend come through with an ascot without saying anything, you was wrong. I saw that ascot.
This is high society.
Fluffing right out that throat. I don't know if you know.
This is high society.
High society.
Ascots, you know.
Ascots.
Go without, you know.
I see them little baby finger foods.
It's like salmon croquettes or something.
Yeah, them little like the little baby finger foods.
It's like some uncut
serving.
salmon or. No, that ain't nothing but some
horse divers,
deviled ham with some parsley on it.
Hors d'oeuvres, you know.
Horse divers.
Hours d'oeuvres? Nah, so hors d'oeuvres. People walking around with wine on the tray and stuff.
I know French people cringe every time we say that because I'm sure that's not how it's pronounced.
I'm like, y'all got hors d'oeuvres, man. You got hors d'oeuvres. but I noticed the ascot. Game recognized game.
I mean, look where they are.
That was a silk ascot too. That joint was shiny.
I mean, if there's ever a place to wear an ascot, this would be the place.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So Lisa,
you go first.
Little girl. I don't know who you think you are. I don't know why you think you are so special that he's supposed to sacrifice his uncle for you. He don't even know you like that for real. If you want to be for real, he don't know you like that. He's supposed to throw his uncle under the bus, defy what his uncle told him to do, get his uncle in all kinds of trouble for you. Who are you? Who you is?
Look, let her fly. Let that girl free. Let her go.
But I like the way he was like, what was I supposed to do? You don't get it. No, you don't get it.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real. One thing I will teach you, Will, when a girl responds or a woman responds on something, I'm here for someone else. I'm not here for you to say, okay, understood, and walk off. Let it go. Let her free. All right, because she want to be free, let her free. You know what I'm saying? Don't.
But I knew. Remember, I predicted this foolishness would happen.
She gonna act like lying about something that would, completely, change the relationship between you and a family member.
Right.
She act like he
didn't lie because he's running a line of women. You know what I'm saying?
She act like this man was the gunman on the grassy knoll or something.
What?
Like, the grassy knoll. JFK, he got shot. Pow.
Okay.
On the grassy knoll. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. She act like he did something. Okay, she act like he bombed the federal building. She act like he did something serious. Like, I kept the secret that my uncle told me not to. Yep. Like, are you kidding me right now? But let her free. And if this was another not all ages channel, I'd be let her free. I'd say another word, but let that girl free.
This is ridiculous. She get on my nerves now.
Yeah, like that girl can go. Look, you ain't that dope. Go on about your business. Oh, also, I should have never showed you to my mama because you don't know how to act. Yeah, I said it. I love how Jazz dropped some knowledge or Will, but then he was like, "Oh snap, they got scallops. I ain't never had scallops."
You've had scallops. How you know what a scallop is?
Oh man, I love. All right,
you don't just walk around being able to identify a scallop from across the room if you ain't never had a scallop.
All right, I ain't going front. So I was at a party like this before. It was me and my boy, and we were honored guests, but I ain't going front. They had all of their hors d'oeuvres, but all of them were the bomb, right? But the illest stuff they had this tempura shrimp because it was like extra spicy and it was like all kinds of, I don't know, little pieces of extra spices and herbs and stuff. And it was like the original recipe of tempura shrimp, right? So anyway, me and my boy was like, alright, look, every time she come out the door, we just gonna like motion to her, like bring that plate over here. Yo, I lie to you not.
Hold on.
We put away a good about 3 pounds of shrimp that night.
Okay, but hold on. I just realized.
What's up?
Why Will got on a hoodie?
Why Will can't have a hoodie? This is a fashion forward suit. You know how they be
this
wearing.
This is not a fashion forward suit.
You know how they be wearing all kinds of new fashions and stuff.
This is not. How brother over here gonna have on an ascot and Will got on a hoodie? This is an
artistic crowd. This is like an artistic, ritzy crowd or something.
Exactly.
You saw Hebrew, and that dude's name won't even spell like a real Hebrew.
You said ritzy crowd, and he got on the doggone hoodie.
Artistic ritzy. See, that's different. All right, this ain't just regular ritzy. This ain't like Bridgerton. This is like.
This also isn't Compton.
My man was like, "I love you, girl."
But I thought, wait a minute, didn't they say "I love you" to each other when they slept together? I thought they did.
I thought they did, but man,
I think they did.
Y'all let us know. We might have missed that. I thought they said they love each other, but he was like, "Girl, I'm saying I love you, and I ain't butt naked right now." So do you know it means even more when I'm not butt naked?
I think they said that to each other before.
Yeah, but see, he really in love because he ain't naked.
Be quiet.
Anyway, y'all know the deal.
Oh,
okay.
So Hillary playing games. So she won't go with Jazz until she saw that he kind of like backed away, like, I don't care. I hate when women do this, honestly.
Wow.
It's like they don't really want to, take a dude seriously until he kind of like blows her off and it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I think that's real whack. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's real whack.
Cause I'm like, hold up, y'all in the bed now? What's going on in these streets? Okay, now I'm back on your side with this Hillary stuff. Okay, Hillary talked all this mess about I wouldn't go back even if I was dead or something. I'd die before coming back here, right?
But she using a credit card.
But you using a credit card though. And then she giggles about it like, girl, I ain't got money to just be thrown off because you don't know how to act.
Well, they actually do.
No, I don't. I don't have money for you to be throwing around.
Yes, they do.
I made that money for me. And for my
they
family.
They gave her the credit card. You think she stole the credit card?
The credit card is not to use for you to be going gallivanting.
How do you
it's
know?
for things that you need.
How do you know?
Look, I know. I know.
No, you don't.
Can I finish my statement?
No, because you ain't right.
Look, I know one thing. Bring your black home and live in this pool house. You got me paying on you at the Beverly Hilton like you ain't got no sense. First thing, you need to just go in and own up and fess up to what you did or did not do with at Kylo's house, and then bring your butt home. Because guess what? You using up this credit card to be in some hotel, you still ain't on your own. We say you had to make it on your own. You stood up like you could make it on your own. And apparently you can't because you still on the teat of my bank account. All right? You heard what I said. In Jesus' name. I will not have no mooching, pinching, or partilaging of my money.
You just making up words.
I don't look, hey. Get your hands off my card. Alright, now this is hilarious. Alright, first I'm going to cover one thing before we get to the hilarious thing. Notice that Jazz keeps being like, yo, Hillary, you got the potential for more. Stop scraping the bottom of this barrel. You got potential for more. Stop this mess. Stop this stuff with Ivy like you enamored by her. You a partner. Then I love how Will called Hillary and then called Jazz and was like, hey, yo, put Hillary on the phone real quick.
Will like, look, I ain't dumb. Just because I ain't say nothing to you don't mean I don't see what's going on. But I think it's messed up that Hillary ignored his call, but then his boy Jazz was like, I'm answering this call.
Yeah, Jazz like, look, you don't run my phone. Look.
Like, I answer phone calls from my friends. I don't know what you do with your cousins, but I answer phone calls from my friends.
Now, yo, can you put Hillary on the phone real quick? He was like,
he jumped up. He was like,
like, fool, I know where you at. I saw y'all leave together.
Oh, this is funny.
I know what's going on in these streets. I
don't understand why Hillary was threatening Will. Like, I swear, if you say anything, what is wrong with her telling everybody or telling anybody that she's seeing Jazz?
Like, I'm like, what's wrong with me?
You ain't 12. You can see boys.
Yeah. And if I was Jazz, I'd be like, why we gotta be a secret?
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? All right, look, hey, don't, girl, please. All right, I'll take this chocolate goodness somewhere else. Look, you ain't the only game in town now.
That was interesting.
Yeah. Now on the flip side, don't ask Hillary for advice about women. Hillary is not the type of woman that is anywhere close to the type of woman that Lisa is or probably going to be. It is not going to be, she ain't going to be able to give you the right advice. Hillary don't even know how to accept the man that's in her life right now. So how she going to give you some advice on how to be someone else's man? She got a man right in front of her and she's still introducing him about his cousin friend. She don't know nothing. That girl ain't been in a good relationship in her life. I'm gonna go ask Hillary for how not to miss my shot. Probably do a better job asking Ashley.
You know what? Anyway. Yay, my daddy likes me again.
Yo, his daddy always liked him.
But I'm just looking at his face.
Yo, Carlton is so happy right now. He was like, first thing, Carlton, don't be cursing around your parents. It's just not, it's not the flavor. But
yay, my daddy likes me better than Will again.
He was like, I figured out a way to get some time on the track. Like, oh, snap.
But you know what this is about, right? Uncle Phil don't know what to do with himself.
But that's good. Uncle Phil is able to pour his time into his children.
I know, but that just felt very, I don't know what to do with myself ish.
Yeah, but I mean, that's dope. Shoot, I wish when my dad didn't know what to do with himself, he took me F1 racing. You know what my dad do you know what my dad did when he didn't know what to do with himself? He made me go outside and do yard work. That's what he made me do. I didn't go to see no F1 teams. I either went to do yard work on my yard or he sent me to do yard work on somebody else's yard. So look, Carlton is kicking it right now, all right? And Uncle Phil is doing everything right. I'm gonna take him. He gonna get to drive on the F1 track? Man, please. Man, everything is all good right now. No. We got to deal with Uncle Phil first. Because I know what you about to say. We got to
You don't know what I'm about to say?
Look, we got to deal with Uncle Phil first with the kids talking.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, go ahead.
I smell a Scooby-Doo Adventure coming on.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Look, Uncle Phil gonna be taking Carlton out to the Grand Prix track, and Ashley and Will gonna be sneaking into the office, boy. He was like, yeah, man, he went on vacation. He was like, well, he told me that he had a family emergency. And she was like, that's why I checked this room. It's like, first thing, you don't check. Why are you coming up in people's rooms?
Yeah, Velma and Shaggy on the case.
she was like, everything gone. So, oh man,
because now they got to go look for that packet.
Yep, now they're gonna look for that packet. That packet gone.
You know, Uncle Phil done locked that packet up somewhere.
Man, he done burned that thing.
He ain't burn it because they got to find it. So
they gotta find it.
See, people don't burn things they don't want found. They lock them in the drawer.
See, like once Will gave me that thing, I would have set it on fire so fast. I'm like, oh, I accidentally burned it.
Not accidentally.
You accidentally burned it? Yeah, in the fireplace. Mm-hmm. How did it get to the fireplace? I tripped and it fell out my hand. Now, in the next scene, we open up. Oh, we open up at
This is a beautiful scene, though. I love the way they did this.
We open up at the gallery. Oh, you know who we about to see? You know who we about to see?
I don't think we're going to see him no more.
Oh, you can see his light-skinned head right there.
What are you talking about?
Look right there in between that. Between, yep. You know what you about to see. You about to see Reed. That's right. You about to see Reed, boy.
Go sit down somewhere.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't expecting to see her today.
Oh, she went to his gallery.
Mm-hmm. Tell it.
Squeeze me.
And then he said, "To what do I owe the pleasure?" You know what I'm saying? Why? When a dude like that is breathing too much when he's talking, pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Why so much air coming out your mouth?
Speak up.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Doing way too much.
Well, see, I can't get on him because she went to his gallery to see him. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so he's only applying the macaroni.
And ain't that the picture of Uncle Phil right there?
Yeah, got the picture. Got her pictures up in his own gallery.
But this is a sweet shot because they have her husband behind her, right? While she's talking to this dude. So I like the artistry of what they doing here.
Yeah, he like, girl, I'm looking at you. I see what you're doing. All right, hold up.
Okay, that's a lie because sleeping with those same women is what makes you happiest, sir.
The man said, helping artists such as yourself is what makes me happiest.
No, sleeping with those artists is what makes you happiest, sir. Let's be honest.
That dude. Oh, so all of a sudden you, who are you? The March of Dimes? You the Salvation Army now? You Goodwill? You NAFTA up in this piece? You help? Oh, you just do. This is a non-profit. How do you get paid? I get paid in generosity. I get paid in happiness.
Paid in joy.
I get paid in the joy of helping. Yeah, look, you get paid in things. Yeah, you get paid in other things. You don't get paid no joy. This is what makes me happiest. Helping her. Man, boy, if you don't shut your mouth.
You and my eyes don't go somewhere.
Look, cause he like this. She came to my, so there's still a shot. I had to play it cool though, because I know.
Look, this is those times when you send a really nice thank you card.
Yep. Send a thank you
card. Go up all up in Temptation's face.
Yeah, you send him a thank you card with like maybe $10 to Target or something. Like, what? I mean, it's a little something. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. You know, I'm like, hey, here's a little thing to Target.
Millionaires don't send $10 Target cards.
I mean, you still gotta go to Target. You send like $25 to the Versace store or something?
You send a thank you card on very expensive stationery in gold lettering and like the stamp and all that fantastic stuff. That's what you do.
And then you give him a little something.
Maybe you send him a signed original, art piece or something as a thank you. That's what you do.
How about $50 to Chili's?
I'm not messing with
you. Remember when little NERDSoul almost hit somebody at Chili's.
Look, he was gonna season her down, boy, with that salt. I was like, okay, time to go.
Oh man, Reed is a fool.
To translate what Reed just said, your husband ain't gonna whoop me.
Yeah, like she was like, I want to work with you to help other artists of color. No, we ain't doing no of color. You black. All right, you ain't of color. All right, we doing black artists. That's one thing. Two, also, how you gonna work with him? Did you ask your husband about that? And Reed even said that, like you said, look, I don't need your husband coming up in here whooping up on me because you don't know. Nah, you need to. He said, do your husband know about this? You know what I'm saying? She was like, Phil has worked past his initial objections. Did he?
Did he?
I don't remember him saying that. I remember him saying, girl, I want you to do this fellowship. I don't remember him saying, girl, I want you to work with Reed.
Those are two different things.
Two very different things.
Reed looking at her like, I somehow don't feel like that's true. I don't feel the love between me and your husband. I don't.
If I was, I'd have broke it down like I break it down for the little guy sometimes. Be like, I'm like, so he's past your his initial objections. So if I call Uncle Phil right now and I say, hey, Uncle Phil.
First of all, he would not call him Uncle Phil. That would just be weird.
Oh yeah, all right. So, hey Phil, are you past your initial objections about me? He would say, no.
Nope.
I would be like, thank you very much. Just checking.
You might want to tell your wife that.
You might want to tell your wife that because she doesn't think so. I'll be like, so Viv, if I call Phil right now and I say, hey, I want to work with your wife on some kind of, project for young artists or something, you gonna say yes.
And she gonna say, my husband don't tell me what to do. And he's gonna say, well, your husband tells me what not to do.
Well, your husband might not tell you what to do, but he tell me what not to do. And what he said is, don't be working with my wife.
When he said that, when he showed up last time.
Cause look, it'd be like, when did he say that? Well, he showed up last night at my house. When I came home, he was sitting in the dark and he said, it'll be really hard to work on art with a broken hand. So in that case, no, we cannot work together. Look, man, I'll be like, I think I would try to level Reed. I would like, Reed, look, I get it.
I want to know a woman who knows how to pay with her feet.
I'm like, look, I get it. You a single man, you out here running it, got the art world, got women and putty in your hands. All right, but this my wife. All right, let it go. Trust me, let it go.
Yeah,
all right, right now, let it go.
Cause
I know you feel like you gotta have them all, but you just can't have them all this time.
But I think she being real underhanded right now.
Yeah, she being mad sneaky.
She being messy.
Cause trust me, if this was the other way around, they'd be talking about like, Phil wrong, you wrong. Girl, look, you better get up out that little art department or whatever.
It's not art department.
little art department store or whatever it is.
It's actually a studio.
Art studio, whatever it is. Alright, so it seems like the open communication is back. He called, he left a message. Lisa said, I'll see you at the coffee shop. So, at least he's willing to have a conversation.
But you know what I get the feeling? Lisa gonna confess a secret of her own, but somehow it's gonna be different. It's gonna be a valid reason why she kept her secret.
Yeah, it's okay for my secret. Mm-hmm. My secret's okay, but yours isn't.
I guarantee you that's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. If y'all don't get all the way out my face.
But he got the ears. He could be his daddy.
They done brought in Marlon Wayans.
Yeah. Looking like Scruffalopagus.
Marlon Wayans, look, man,
Don't he look like a little lion cub with that little hair on the top?
The little tuffet. Look, y'all brought Marlon Wayans up in here to be Will Daddy.
Yeah, remember I was telling you I came across something online that I didn't mean to about the show. I came across that he was going to be playing Lou. I was like, doggone it. That's why I was like, that's why I couldn't wait to see this. Like, what y'all gonna do?
It's Marlon Wayans does have skills. All right, he can act. All right, because he ain't said a word yet. But we know he can act. But he's always doing something so silly, man. We gonna see. We gonna see.
Asking questions? Because you know that's what Jeffrey had to do, is go around and get somebody to ask questions about him. So he hears somebody's asking questions about him. So
yeah, he's like, yo, I heard my son wanted to hear about me, so here I am.
Y'all convinced me that my son was better off without me, but evidently he wants to know something about me, so here he is.
So, happy Kwanzaa. I'm here. How y'all doing? So he didn't run off. He got locked up.
Locked up?
Yeah, because...
But why? We about to find out why he got locked up, too.
Man, if he got set up or some crazy... Like, something ain't right. Because he even turned around. He said, why would you see it that way, Phil? You know what I'm saying? So, something weird about this. Because you said... that he ran off. No, he was locked up.
We about to find out some things.
Locked up and running off is two different things. Very different. Alright, so that scene between Lou and Phil still doesn't spell out what happened, because you know the writer's trying to keep that close to the vest. They want to drop a bombshell on us. But anyway, look, that look at his face. The only thing that was left that needed to be said was, Phil, do you really think you can keep me from my son right now? Do you really believe that?
Right.
It's been 13 years and y'all been lying. All four of y'all, five of y'all, whoever, grandma, whoever else, been lying on me for 13 years. Do you think that unless y'all have him locked up in this house where he can't go nowhere, I will find this boy at practice somewhere and I will tell him the whole truth and nothing but the truth? And then also, I love how Uncle Phil, he was like, he said, people, say that, the poor have too much dignity or whatever, or they're getting too prideful when they want to let
No,
go
Uncle
of
Phil
their
didn't
dignity.
say that. Lou said that.
No, I'm saying, like, he said, rich people say that about poor people, sorry. And he was like, don't act like money don't matter, Phil. Stop it. Like, because that's another thing. Rich people will be quick to be like, money isn't everything. Yeah, but you ain't giving it up, though, are you? Like, money ain't everything as you sit in your jacuzzi. Money ain't everything as you stroll through your 5,000-6,000 square foot house. Money isn't everything as you get into your, as you sit in your Bentley. Like, it's like, stop it. Stop it. Money isn't everything as you get in your private jet. It's like, stop it. Stop it. It might not be everything. But, like that song says, money ain't everything, but everything makes me want it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stop that, Phil. Stop it. And like he said, I've been out for 3 years. I've been working hard, real hard. Working hard don't mean nothing. So, in other words, just because you got all this money don't mean that you work so hard, Phil. Like, stop this mess. We about to find out they did him something dirty. And now Aunt Viv like, how did he find us? Like, I kind of pissed off Jeffrey and I told him he works for me and then I fired him.
He ain't gonna tell her none of that.
Yeah, he ain't gonna say that. Oh, we learned something for real. So now, even if it was like, well, people change, you know what I'm saying? And he's always maintained his innocence. And then he says, well, I was his lawyer. I bet you, I got a feeling Uncle Phil got him to take some kind of plea deal.
Yep, to get him out of the way.
To get him out the way, because Vi was tired of him. Grandma was tired of him, all this.
And that's the thing they keep talking about in secret about what they did.
Yep. So
and Carlton, see, I can see the Scooby-Doo in Carlton's eyes right now.
Yeah, Carlton look like he about to be looking for something.
He looking around. That's probably Jeffrey's room.
Man, look. Yeah, that's another thing. You think Jeffrey didn't make copies of that stuff that he gave to you? Jeffrey got another copy. But Yeah, that man. Something tell me he got him to take a plea deal. Straight dirty old dirt. Alright, I'm glad that Carlton got his Scooby-Doo on.
But why is he sitting in the office?
Carlton, you don't sit in the office. When you steal the money, you don't stay where the money's at. You take the money, you put it in a bag, you go somewhere else, then you count it there.
You stuff it down your shirt and you run in Will's room and you lock the door.
Yeah, you walk out of the office casually, you look both ways, then you run upstairs real quick, be like, yo, Will.
So you walk so the envelope don't rustle on your shirt.
Yeah, because you don't need to hear no paper all up on your shirt.
What's wrong with your chest?
At least he did get upstairs to be like, yo, Will, I need to talk to you, dog.
I don't think that's Will. I think that's Uncle Phil.
Yeah, we'll see.
This was a very weird segue to the envelope. He asked him how did he know that was his dad that came to the house. And instead of him saying, because my dad called him Lou, you said, here's the envelope. What kind of segue?
All right, well, yes, he should have said that because that was weird. But in this moment, we're seeing Carlton and Will's relationship is a whole lot better.
It is.
Because Carlton could have just been like, I don't care. I don't care about Will. He get on my nerves. But now he's like, bruh, look. Because he was like, I don't want to know what's in this envelope or whatever. He was like, look, that wish ain't going to come true, bruh. You got to know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Your real friend, your real family is going to be like, look, I know it's probably going to hurt, but you need to see this. You know, you need to know, not
and
knowing it.
And the fact that Uncle Phil lied to Carlton.
Yep, because Carlton like, people lie to you, people lie to me. We need to find out what's going on. Yeah. And in real life, there's some stuff about maybe your family, maybe a family you know about one of your friends or something, where auntie's been lying or been sneaking and hiding about something, and then the kids finally find out, and it changed the relationship of a whole lot of people. So, we're about to see what's in this envelope. See what happens when you pull it one lie. This is... Alright, people, peep this. This is why you don't lie. Because once you pull it one lie, then all the other lies... So he came in, found them talking about him. He's like, oh, you talking about me? Well, I knew my daddy was here, so what y'all gonna do? It was like, we were just discussing. We was just discussing. Then he was like, oh, I found a report. And then Uncle Phil was like, oh, snap, you knew about the report? You got a report? And then she was like, report? He was like, well, Jeffrey went and got it, and he was like, Uncle Phil won't happy about it. He was like, she was like, is that why he left? He was like, no, it was mutual. Nah, that joke was not mutual. It was not mutual.
No.
Jeffrey was like, the boy has a right to know about his daddy.
Jeffrey was gracious enough to say, we'll just say that I had a family emergency.
Yeah. So, nah, it was not mutual at all. But see what happened when you be lying? Stop lying, y'all. Cause see, you ain't got to worry about people, tumbling in a house of cards when you ain't lying. When you ain't lying, you good. You just like, oh, no, I ain't do that. Yes, I did do that or something. Now they got to be like,
But let's stop here for a second. Because if I remember right, in past episodes, they've talked cryptically as if they did something together. Oh, if Will finds out what we did and what we did and da-da-da. But what I can smell coming is she's about to throw Uncle Phil under the bus. Like, what did you do?
And Uncle Phil will be like, we decided.
Yeah. You know that's what's going to happen, right? Mm-hmm. Uncle Phil didn't want someone in Will's life that would manipulate him and disrupt his life. Oh, you mean manipulate him like y'all been doing?
Yeah. And then also, he said, my dad had it rough from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Dad was against, he got killed. Mama dead, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was a kid that had it rough. He had to grow up sort of on his own from 15? Then he said he stole a car when he was 19. That stuff kind of happens when you're in that kind of area. You know what I'm saying? Kind of coming up and you ain't got no real proper guidance because everyone around you that should be guiding you is gone.
And like he said, he didn't get a second chance like I did.
He didn't get a second chance. He didn't have a rich uncle to pull him out the fire. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, that's a sympathetic view. Shouldn't he get sympathy?
And I love that because he first was looking at Uncle Phil, but he turned his head and he was like, everybody told me. He left.
Yep, and he didn't leave. He got locked up. Like I said, this is very different. So it's like, all of y'all been lying to me. All of y'all full of, you know what I'm saying? And then he's like, so what happened is he got locked up and my mama cut him off. And I'm glad he said that, because a lot of times what'll happen is, even when young boys find out the truth about their fathers or their fathers and mothers relationship, mom will still seem to get a softer side. When it's like, no, your mother cut you off and made it seem like your dad ran off, and that was a complete and total lie.
Yeah.
Your father did not run away from you. He did not say, oh, well, I just don't want to have a kid. Goodbye. No.
I'll be honest with you. I think Phil didn't do his very best on purpose as his lawyer so that he would go to jail. Mm-hmm. And I think Aunt Vi asked him to do it.
Mm-hmm. And I think Viv knew about it.
Yep.
All right, hold on. So he calls his mom, and the first thing out his mouth is, my dad is here. Now, I'm going to keep it real. The writers are real nice about this, or maybe the writers have never been, in single parent households or something. I don't know. Because I'm going to be real with you. If I'm in this situation, my first words is, why you lie? Why you lie about my father? For, 17 years, 16 years of my life, however old Will is. Why you lie? Why you lie about my father?
But let me tell you what's interesting.
That's the first thing out of my mouth.
But let me tell you,
my dad is here.
Let me tell you what's interesting about what she said. She said, how? Now, anybody can get on a plane. So what do you mean, how? Is it because somebody was supposed to be continuously keeping him from you, and they're not doing their job?
Yeah.
Because that's what the how sounds like.
Yeah, because remember, Uncle Phil said he's been locked up all this time and never reached out to you. How does Uncle Phil know that he never reached out to you? You never said that. And Viv never said that. So how you know? So they iced him out. What happened is, he got locked up, and then he made some kind of deal that, hey, he don't never call this number, or she's been changing numbers throughout her life to make sure you can never catch up with her, never find him.
Uncle Phil probably threatened him and said, I know a whole lot more stuff than has been revealed.
Man, look.
I'll send you back to jail when you get out. I'll get more charges on you, so you have. I don't know. But all of them have been real. Whew.
I've been like, why you lie? Why you lie? Don't you lie to me.
You heard what he just said? He said, it's my fault.
No, look, no, it's their fault. It's for real.
Why do you keep saying
bull?
This is the other thing. I have trouble with this being a we decision. Why is it you, your sister, and her husband? Something just sounds really fishy about this whole thing. This is usually a decision that a mother makes. You know, why is your brother-in-law so invested in this very personal thing? It sounds fishy as all get out.
No, let me take it a step further. This whole thing, I know it's a decision but it was a decision made out of love. No, it's not. A decision made out of love.
Decision made out of selfishness.
It's a decision made out of selfishness. And it's a decision made out of manipulation to say that he left you because he didn't leave you. He was arrested and locked up. So not only did you not tell him the truth, but you made up a lie about why he wasn't there. So you made it worse. So this whole thing out of love, so you think it's loving to tell a child that his father left him? Do you think that's loving? Do you think it's loving for a boy to think that his dad don't want him?
Because
all of y'all are full pieces of for doing that.
Because at 4 years old, honestly, I believe the explanation should be your daddy had to go away. Because at 4, he can't understand much more than that. But that's a very honest answer. It's true. Your daddy had to go away. And then as the years go on, you can explain he had to go away to jail. And this is why. That wouldn't be a lie.
And then also, there's phone calls from jail that he could have received that you did not engage in. You kept your son from his father for 13 years.
You know why?
That ain't got nothing to do with love.
Because you were mad about the decision you made in choosing this man. That's why. You were mad.
Man, look. I know how much a 4-year-old boy loves his daddy. You know what I'm saying? I know. And I'm sure a whole bunch of fathers out there know too. And this scene is straight garbage.
Mm-hmm.
For her to say it was made out of love. No, it wasn't. Love ain't had nothing to do with this.
And why is it a we decision? I still can't get past it. What we is you talking about? You his mama.
You know, but look, they gonna play this. They gonna play this whole thing up where they softball the mama where it's not a big deal. Where it's like, oh, well, you know, Mom, I understand. You know, it's okay to just completely lie about me and lie about my father and misrepresent his character to me and everything for years.
Until he talks to Daddy.
True.
And until Daddy says, I wrote you a letter every day.
Yeah, but what'll happen is he'll approach his mom and Mama will cry about it and be like, "Oh, it's okay," because we know how TV goes. She's never gonna receive full accountability for doing this. But you robbed me of my relationship with my father.
It might not have been the ideal relationship, but it still would have been a relationship.
And you did it because you wanted to do it, not because it's something that he chose to do. He did not run away. He didn't leave. Yeah, he didn't leave me. Man, Vi ain't worth nothing right now. Hillary, don't trust that girl. Also, that girl shouldn't trust you.
She don't.
Your whole, that whole thing about like you should buy the house, and she's like, yeah, for you, right, to get you out of contract. Like she like, I ain't stupid. She was like, consider it an investment. Like, look. These relationships never end well. These relationships where both people know that they're using each other, they never work out well.
But that girl isn't using Hillary.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Hillary's using her.
Yeah, Hillary's more using her. But they never end well. Mm-hmm. It's just not a good look. Okay, so Aunt Viv brings in Lou. And this is another sister that I'm going to have to criticize once again about this whole thing. So she's like, even if you haven't changed, I'm going to need you to act like Father of the Year. Oh, so you're going to mean me to act like someone who didn't work together, conspire with her sister to lie about me and why I wasn't around. And then also, on top of lying about why I wasn't around, then also diminish my reputation and misrepresent it to my son as someone who just up and left. You want me to act like somebody who's better than that, right? Man, FOH with all that mess. I'm not trying to hear that mess. Now all of a sudden, if you don't, I will kick you. Girl, shut up. Stop it.
That's why he was like, that's cute.
Because y'all spent 13 years lying about me. Keeping me from my son. Then you got the nerve to come up in here like you some moral high ground. Just because you got some money? I don't care nothing about this money.
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out that he I don't know. Maybe we'll find out something.
We've already found out 2 lies.
That's
Lie
true.
number 1, he didn't just leave you. Lie number 2, lie number 1, he didn't just leave. Lie number 2, he actually was fine being with your mother. Because the idea was that he was some free spirit that just left your mama and you. It's like, no, that's not what happened. I got locked up and I was kept away from you. Man, they full of it up in this joint.
He playing his role though.
Yeah, he holding it down.
So,
all right, now hold up. Why is Will walking up to Lou like he gonna beat him down?
Like he gonna do something. And like you mad.
I didn't do anything to you.
They lied to you.
I never even spoke to you to lie. I haven't lied. I haven't done nothing to you. Because I haven't even been here.
He can't.
Because I can't
He can't beat down his Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv because, you know, he has this great history with them.
Yep.
So
and
that
I can't yell and I can't be mad at my mama because she my mama. So where's this energy gonna go? Even though it should be at my mama.
Yep.
I'm not gonna do because dear mama, You know what I'm saying? Mama.
Eyebrows all furled up, so the energy can't go nowhere.
Because that energy should have been on your mom. Your mom has been lying to you for 13 years. Not him. He been gone.
I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Well, there was no other way to find out. Y'all won't never tell me.
Yeah.
So
y'all kept this from me.
Thank goodness for Carlton.
Thank God for Carlton.
And Ashley.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you gonna look at me for it.
So Will don't know what to do with that now. Right? He came with all this anger, all of this fire, and his dad came to him with the real. You don't know what to do with that now.
Yeah, because he's like,
you can't argue with that.
Yeah, it's like I lived through having to see my father behind that glass. And Will don't realize it's more than that. You got to take that long drive. Because it's not like, jail isn't where like the McDonald's is. So you got to take this long drive out. Then you get there. You got to go through like their little check, their little processing or whatever. They got to go through all your stuff, rifle through all your stuff, make sure you ain't bringing them nothing. Then you got to go through all these doors, buzzing, hearing everyone buzz, hearing all these doors locked behind you, and realizing all these doors is between me. All this space, all this driving, all these doors that are locking and buzzing I got to go past is between me and my dad. Yeah. And then you get to sit down somewhere and you get with all these other people and they behind this glass. You can't even touch it. Well, sometimes, depending on the jail they're in, sometimes you can actually sit with them and you might be able to hold hands, but they get kind of funny about you like hugging and stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now you seeing this man behind some glass, you can't even touch him. You can't even hug your dad. So him going through that, being like, yo, and then he said when it was my turn to do this time. So that shows you the mentality he was in, where it was like, this is just my life.
And I saw it as him saying, this was my turn to do my time. You ain't supposed to do it with me. Yeah. So, but now they've switched to the coffee shop. So we know what's going to happen now. He's going to end up not meeting Lisa. Yeah. And then Lisa's going to be like, I just knew.
I knew you weren't, I knew I wasn't important to you, Will. I knew it. Also, let me tell you how much I call Bull on the scene at the coffee shop.
She didn't even text him.
There's no way she doesn't get a text or a call from Will being like, yo, look, some stuff came up today. I really can't come. Oh, no. Some serious stuff came up today. I can't come.
I was thinking the same thing, but no. Think about how this whole thing has gone down. This is major. Let's be real.
But I can see Will throwing a text just saying like, yo, some serious stuff is happening at the house. I can't come.
But think about how this has happened. Think about how this has kind of like happened one thing after another, after another, after another. Like, he probably, left his mind that he's supposed to meet her. I mean, your dad has popped up after 13 years. Okay. Sorry if he ain't think about this girl right now. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a valid excuse.
It ain't gonna be when.
No, it ain't gonna be for her.
Yeah, not for her.
Not for Miss America.
Nope.
Making up for. What are you
doing? All right, let's cover this conversation real quick. So he's like, you better stop talking about my mama like this and talk about my mama like that. Remember, she's not my mother. She was my woman. That's a different relationship. You don't know how she was. So you talk about I'm lying. You don't know. Well, boy, actually, you have no idea.
He hasn't lied to him yet to continue with the lies. What lies? It sounds to me like he's being very upfront with you.
He said everything was all good. He said Phil started making money. Phil started getting rich. Then all of a sudden, I'm not making enough money. And he said, your mom was pushing me to hustle. Don't sound like a hood Philly chick to you?
Because you know what she said? We got this baby now. You got to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we know what do what you got to do means.
Yep. And he was like, didn't you beat up some old man? He was like, what? He was like, your mom was pushing me every day to do something, to get out there and hustle. So you might be mad and all. Look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Will, I understand you angry. But Will, just because you don't like what you hearing about your mama, don't mean that what you hearing is a lie.
Because your mama lied to you.
Because the only one in here that's lied is your mama, not me. I ain't been here to lie to you. I ain't hear you doing all that cussing at your mama.
But they already formed his opinion of his dad for him. They've had all these years to do it. So
now the best thing, unfortunately, the best thing he could do is just leave. There's nothing he can do. You've already made your mind up over who
Will packing. Like, where you going?
Yeah, it's like, where you going? You live here. Like, you ain't got to leave nowhere. But if I was his dad, it's like, well, you know what? All I can do is leave. That's it. I was trying to get back on my feet before I came to see you.
I mean, I don't believe that. It has been 3 years.
Yeah, but 3 years with someone who has a record.
I understand, but
he said he just got out the halfway house. Remember, he said he just got out the halfway house, which was worse than his cell.
I didn't hear him to say he just got out. I thought
he said he just got out of his halfway house. My bad.
I mean, nobody's in the halfway house for 3 years, are they?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I have no idea, but I know.
I don't think he would have ever just shown up. But at the same time, they both lost their tempers, probably because they're the same person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's worth his father trying again and not just saying, oh, it's on him now. I mean, because they both lost their tempers.
But at the same time, Will ain't a boy. Like, because Viv came in there and was like, he's just a boy. No, he's not a boy.
But he's a young...
He's not a boy.
But he is a young man trying to find his way. You can't expect him to get this right.
I can see giving it another 5 years or so.
Because he has all the adults in his life not being completely honest with him. And,
you know what I'm saying? What they're doing is ensuring that he'll resent them at an older age. Because whenever he comes around, see, right now he's like 17. When Will gets 25, maybe 30, circles back around on his dad again, is willing to actually like listen and be like, and then actually sit his mom down and trap her and be like, no lies. Did you push him to hustle? Did you push him to do this and all this? And he's going to realize that these people been lying to him, because you already know they've been lying to you. So why are you so mad at me? I don't see you cursing Uncle Phil out, cursing Aunt Viv out, cursing your mom out. How is he the only one that gets yelled at? But like you said, it's because his view of him has already been shaped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how this goes. Unfortunately, you know, it's just more and more problems. So at least we got a little bit of fire. We got a little bit of fire for Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil.
Yeah, and he's right. Y'all let him believe that his father abandoned him.
Yep.
You know how hurtful that has to be?
That ruined me as a young boy, believing that I was worthless to my parent.
But I love what Carlton did. You saw what he did.
Yeah, I saw what he did. Shouts to Carlton. Carlton.
They have like bonded.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful.
They've changed. Man, they have really come through as kind of like these brothers now.
Yep.
But he's right. He's like, family, I ain't seen you in 10 years. 10 years you ain't came back. You ain't came back for Christmas, Thanksgiving, no nothing. Talking about some family. And he said, and you, Uncle Phil, you clipped my wings from the start. You know what I'm saying? From the start, you clipped my wings. Did you ever try to appeal his case? Did you ever try to do anything to help him out? Because I'm the nephew that you love so much. Yo, man, hit that on the head. Now it's time. When mama gonna get that fire? So they just gonna lie to everybody. Like Carlton said, "Hey Dad, why isn't Jeffrey returning our calls?" So they just gonna lie to everybody. So look, this is y'all some lioness. Man, y'all the lioness folks up in here, boy.
I mean, everything has come out now. Just go on and tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Like, Vivian looking at him like, Negro.
She like, man, come on now. Like, yo, look. You know Ashley about to be like, commendable.
But see, okay, but this is, I have to go back to what I said before. because I already knew. I said it before. Uncle Phil is going to end up taking the heat for all of this. And this ain't even his nephew. This ain't even his nephew.
Like,
this is his nephew by marriage. That's what I was tripping on earlier. I knew he was going to take the brunt of this. I mean, you could smell it. And it's like, you're going all out.
Viv did get a little screamed on. She got screamed on too.
Yeah,
she got
okay.
She got a little son.
Yeah. But the thing is, he doing all of this for his wife, I guess. And in the end, you still gonna be wrong. You still gonna be wrong.
But yeah, I fully believe that part where he was like, Phil started getting rich, and then all of a sudden I wasn't making enough no more.
Yep.
Because back in the day, your mama who's so great, saved and sanctified in sainthood now, guess what? 20 years ago, she was a hood chick.
And I was making enough money for her to lay down and have a baby with me.
Mm-hmm. But don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that about their mama. Look, I'm going to just keep it real with all y'all. Look, our mamas weren't born as our mamas. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know. And also remember, the relationship you got with your mama is not the relationship your dad had with your mama. It's not the same. You her child, you always gonna love her. Maybe not. Most likely. But your dad is not your mama's child.
And there are sides of your mother that your father knows that you will never know or understand. Possibly when you get into a relationship. Possibly. But it's sides of her you will never understand and never see.
Yeah. Because you're not in that relationship with her.
Right.
So,
and also, she's changed.
Yeah, and also she's changed. So think about it. By the time that you're also able to start contextualizing your mom and sort of her motherhood, might be around maybe like 8, 9 years old. Well, that means that she's had 8 years to get it right, to become the mom that you start actually having memories of. Maybe let's say 6 to 7 years old. Still, that's 6 or 7 years that she's had to kind of like start to build up her motherhood skills. Well, guess what? That ain't the woman. You know what I'm saying? The woman that's making you muffins and birthday cakes, that is not the woman that your daddy was with. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware. There's more to the story than just whatever your mama said.
Oh,
this is Jazz's house. I guess this is Jazz's house. Maybe.
I thought it was Lisa's house.
Yeah, maybe. But peep this. So, you know what I'm saying? You got Vi and Viv talking. And she's like, I should have told him. Yeah, should have. Yeah. Now, look at you now. Talking about, what have I done? You know what you did. And even if, from the couple of situations that I know of, even if your son or daughter never really gives you the flames of accountability that you deserve, y'all relationship ain't going to be the same. I'm just letting you know. Now, they ain't going, it's just not going to be the same. Because they're going to look at you like, well, yeah, but you lied to me for like 15 to 18 years of my life. So
they're going to look at you the way Carlton looked at his dad before he asked him that question. He looked at him like, let me see how much you're going to lie.
Yeah, what's the level of lie I'm about to hear right now?
Why Jeffrey ain't answering our calls, Dad? I don't know. He like, yes, you do.
Like, you know you lying. Anyway. He was Lisa's like, he stood me up today, Carlton.
I love how Carlton is like he's missing. She's like, I don't care if he's missing.
I don't care if he's missing.
He
stood me up for coffee.
I'm like, ma'am,
he's like
missing.
His dad showed up. She was like, oh my God, there is somebody more important than me. Yes, stupid.
Because it's not more important, even though I said he's missing.
There's more important things than your wet and wavy hairstyle right now. All right, so stop it.
Stop hating on the wet and wavy.
Look, wet and wavy is all right. Look, you're doing too much. I'm getting on my nerves.
He stood me up. I don't care that
I used to love Lisa, now I don't. She's getting on my nerves.
I don't care that he's missing.
I don't care. He stood me up. I had to drink coffee alone.
And I just remembered, Nia Long played Lisa on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, yeah, she did. Word up. Yo, respect to Carlton right now. You know what I'm saying? Carlton, like, look, I never had a brother. You know what I'm saying? And now I got a brother, a for real brother. Someone who got my back. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't want to lose it. You know what I'm saying? I used to hate this kid, and now I don't want to lose him. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, the only thing that's going to work is from Lisa, especially this time of night. All she got to do is send one of those "you up" texts. You're like, "You up?"
That ain't gonna work.
Anyway,
first of all, don't run away in my car, please.
I know you're running away, but can you return my car and run away on your own?
Excuse me, I don't want you to leave. But if you are going to leave, I'm gonna need those keys.
All right, but on the serious tip, the part where he was like, I feel like don't nobody want me. I can see where he's coming from with that,
and I would understand that if
luckily,
literally
though,
your aunt and uncle weren't like, come live with us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Luckily, you got folks like, Jazz said, you got a whole house full of people that want you here. You know what I'm saying?
You may take issue with them, but they definitely
they might have some stuff with them. And you might have to, correct them and all this stuff. Look at that sunshiny face over there. It might have some stuff that you have to correct with them. But they do want you there. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll see. Yo, I'm glad that we got some wisdom from Jazz. You know what I'm saying?
This show is just so good. It's put together so well. It really is. I like this show a lot, and I love that it ended that way, because that was true. It's like everybody's made all these decisions for you, so now is your one moment where nobody's here to make a decision for you, right? It's on you to make a decision for yourself. So in this moment, you can't blame nobody else
but you,
because ain't nobody here to make the decision for you, right? It's all on you.
And honestly, I think one of the first decisions is to come back. The next decision is to go speak to your father.
Yep.
And just be like, look, Dad, I'm going to shut up. Lay it out for me. What happened?
Yeah, they need to just hash it out. They need to go somewhere where they can scream and yell at each other.
Yep.
But promise, say, we're going to scream and yell. We're not going to lay hands, and we're not leaving.
Yeah. So we gonna, that's how we gonna do. So, Lady Lisa, say peace.
Bye, y'all.
NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Bel-Air, best podcast in the game for Bel-Air. Y'all know the audio experience is real. Come on, man. You know y'all was waiting for this. Anyway, we got mad love for y'all. We will see y'all next time. And until then, from us to y'all, peace.